Hi again. Today is lesson 16-2, so I hope you're on the right day, watching the right video. We're on page 357, and we're still finding the unknown number. So on page 357, it is a try it. So I'm going to read it, and then I want you to try it, and then we're going to come back, and I'll show you how I would solve it. All right. So it says some pies are on the table. We don't know. When they say some, that means you have a blank. Some pies are on the table. Miss Carly brings 7 more pies. Now there are 15 pies. How many pies were on the table to start? So starting with, I had this number, then they added 7, and then I ended with 15. So I need to figure out how many were there to start. Today is a great day that you could start using other strategies since you've kind of dipped your toes in the water, so to speak, as far as missing add-ins or missing numbers in the problem. So you could use tens frame if you wanted to. You could use drawing. You could just do your different equations, subtraction, number line, whatever you want. But go ahead and try it now, and then I'm going to show you how I would solve it. Okay. All right. So I would do, what I would do is I would switch these add-ins, and I would, because I think it's easier to start out at 7 if I'm counting, to add on the more to get 15. So I like doing the number line, 7, 8. Oh, so if you don't want to see what I'm going to do, pause it now and start it again after you try it on your own. 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, and 15. So I have the number line. I'm going to add. So when I'm adding, I'm moving this way on the number line. Okay. I'm going to start out at 7 and I'm going to stop at 15. However many jumps I take is what that answer is going to be. So I'm going to start out at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to write plus 8. So 7 plus 8 is 15. So 8 plus 7 is 15. That means there were 8 to start. Okay. Another way you could solve this is you could draw a tens frame, and you could 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you could fill in your pies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you have 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a whole other group of 5. Then I'm going to cross out 7. So I'm going to cross out this whole row of 5, 6, and 7. Then I'm going to count how many are left. These are the pies that somebody brought. This is the number of pies right here that I started with. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I went about it 2 different ways. Hopefully you can see with that glare, but I got the same answer using those different strategies. Page 358 repeats the problem. So it says some pies are on the table. Miss Carly brings 7 more pies. Now there are 15 pies. How many pies were on the table to start? Underneath model it says find the missing number in the equation. Blank plus 7 equals 15. So here is where they did what I did, but I did it on the number line. So I did start with the number 7. So it's like you drew 7 counters, and then you add more until you get the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until I got the total, which is 15. How many counters did you add? You added 8. So now you know 8 plus 7 equals 15. So they did this tens frame down here, but they drew 7 first, and then they filled in and counted on until they got to 15. Both are correct, just 2 different strategies and what works best for you. All right, number 1 on page 359 says, how is your way? Like model it, and how is it different? So mine was similar in the fact that I counted on, but I counted on using a number line. I didn't count on using the tens frame. Mine was similar because I used the tens frame in the second strategy, but I used subtraction to use my tens frame. So I didn't add using my tens frame. So those are the difference. You're going to write down what was different and what was the same about your strategy. Number 2, Buzz says that the missing number in both of these equations is 6. Is he right? How do you know? Okay, so let's see. First he says blank plus 7 equals 13. Okay, and then he says 13 equals blank plus 7. So he's saying both of these are 6. So hopefully if you look at this, you can tell that this is the addition part that is exactly right here. So if they're completely matching, then yeah, they'd have to be the same number. Now we need to find out, is that same number 6? All they did was take the equal sign and bump it to the front down here. Here it's in the back, it's the caboose. Here the 13 equals, the sum is the line leader. So now we need to figure out, is he right? I'm going to use the number line. I'm going to start out at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I'm going to move this way because remember I'm adding. So anytime I'm adding, I'm moving this way. I'm going to start at 7 and I'm going to jump, I don't know how many spaces until I land on 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 6 jumps. You have to label your jumps. So now I know that 7 plus 6 equals 13. So 6 plus 7 equals 13, and 13 equals 6 plus 7. So yes, he is right. Yes, because they are both true. Okay. Yes, he's right because they're both true. All he did was flip them the sum. That's it. So they're both true. Number 3, find the missing number. How many more to make 14? Again, you guys might already know this, but I suggest you do strategies of a tens frame or a number line. So I have 8 plus blank equals 14. So in your book, they want you to use a number line, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I'm going to start out at 8. I'm going to stop at 14. However many jumps I take is what this number is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Label your jumps plus 6. Okay, awesome job. So 6 is what you need to get to 14. Nice. Number 4, find the missing number. Find the missing number. So they drew a tens frame, 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and it has 8 in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and it says 11 equals blank plus 8. Now they drew the 8 in there. So now we need to count on until we get to 11. So these are the O's. And I'm going to count on with X's until I get to 11. So I don't need to count all these because I've already done that. 8, 9, 10, 11. So now I can see 1, 2, 3 plus 8 equals 11. And some of you are probably like, well, I know 8 plus 2 is 10 and 11 is 1 more than 10, so it has to be 3. Awesome job. Again, focus on this strategy of finding that missing number. Try to draw it if you can, because it's hard to put on paper that 8 plus 2 is 10, so 1 more has got to be 11. It's hard to put on paper, but you could easily put down a tens frame. Find the missing number. Blank plus 3 equals 12. This is problem number 5. So you could turn it into 3 plus blank equals 12. So I'm going to count on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 plus 9 is 12. So 9 plus 3 has to equal 12. They wanted to use a number line on that, but I also wanted to show you how you could just count on from 3 until you get to 12. So let's see, 3, 4, 6, ooh, goodness. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Start at 3, count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 9. However many jumps, however many fingers from 3 to 12 is your answer here. Now notice I didn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Because then I get the wrong answer. Every number gets 1 jump. All right, find the missing number 9 plus 7. And this one, they want you to use a tens frame and 2 tens frames because that's a hint. It's going to be greater than 10. So I'm going to draw 9 plus 7, and they have 2 tens frames. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another tens frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. X's and O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to draw 7 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whew. Now I'm going to count in groups of 5 because I know in every row there's 5 because it's a tens frame, right? 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 10 is, hopefully you can see this is 10. And this is 6. 10 plus 6 is 16. But I can also count in groups of 5, which is how I was going to start solving this. 5, 10, 15, count by 1, 16. Okay, we have some green practice pages to do this week. So we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing. And this is just really trying to help you understand how to find the unknown number. So at the top of the bowl, it says, look at the example, then solve problems. And I'm going to write this down because I know some guys last week, we were like, it's 1 minus 6, but it's not. When it looks like this, it's 1 through 6. Okay, it's not having you subtract that. It says do problems 1 through 6. That means you need to do all the next 6 problems. So number 1 says find the missing numbers. 7, this is number 1. This is number 1. It says 7 plus blank equals 12. And then they gave you a tens frame, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they give you another one too. Okay, so in your book, they filled in 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, they filled in 7, 6, 7. And then you're going to count on until you get to 12. So I do X's and I like to do this one O's. So I'm going to count on from 7. 7, I don't need to count them again. I just did it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 10 and 2, which I know is 12, but I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 plus 5 equals 12. Number 2 is find 9 plus 7 equals blank. And then you have a number line 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And I'm going to start out at 9. I'm starting out with the biggest number. I'm going to take 7 jumps. And here I go. I'm going to the right too because I'm adding. So my numbers are going to get bigger. This is going to be the biggest number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Circle where I land. 9 plus 7 is 16. There you go, friends. That is problem number 2. Number 3, 4, and 5, they all want you to use a tens frame. Probably because they know you guys like tens frame probably a little bit better. So find the missing number. 17 equals 9 plus What's the unknown number? Nobody knows. So I'm going to draw 2 tens frames. And they filled in 9 dots. And then I'm going to count on until I get to 17. 10. So now I've made 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can see in here, this is 5 and 1 more, which is 6. I know 10 plus 6 is 16. Wait. Yeah, 10 plus 6 is 16. So my answer, wait, why did I do 16? Okay, I'm so sorry. Miss Lamb miscounted. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Goodness. Let's see what happens to us all. 10 plus 7 is 17. Awesome. I need to know how many X's I added to my 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could also look at this and say 5, 6, 7, 8. However, it works for you again, of course. All right, number 4, find the missing number. I'll erase this. All right, blank plus 6 equals 15. 2 tens frames. Okay, so I'm going to draw 6 X's. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Okay, and now I'm going to count on until I get to 15. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So hopefully you can see you have 5 in the top row. 10 plus 5 equals 15. But I need to count how many dots I added. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 5 is 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 9 plus 6 equals 15. Now we're doing 13 equals 8 plus blank. So here again, I have my tens frames. Okay, and I have 8 X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay, now I'm going to draw how many O's until I get to 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 3 here. Okay, now I'm counting up all the O's that I added on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13 equals 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 equals 13. Okay, that's weird. It said, oh, I thought it said 1 through 6. Oh my goodness, it's 1 through 5. So that was our last problem. You did it. Good job, friends. I will see you tomorrow for more awesome math. Have a great day.